Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Public Health Virtual Expo. I've prepared a few slides here to introduce myself, Dr. Phelesia Foster, and my business, Forever Wellness LLC. I am so delighted to share with you today at this expo. I do regret not being able to be with you live, but I do believe the slides that I have prepared for you today will give you information on who I am and my business and how we may be able to connect. So with that being said, let's jump right into the presentation. So here's a little bit about my educational background and my work history. I have a degree in chemistry, a bachelor's degree in chemistry, a master's degree in natural science, and I have completed a Ph.D. in public health from Walden University with the concentration in epidemiology. After completing my master's degree, I did enter into the workforce and I worked as a chemist for Baxter Healthcare International. Very exciting. I worked there for a year and a half. After working there for a year and a half, I decided that I really wanted to go into research. So I applied for a position with the U.S. Department of Agriculture, and I was able to obtain a position in agricultural research services as a biological science technician. I worked in that position for several years up until about 2010 when I transitioned into the administrative side of the workforce, where I currently work now as the location safety and occupational health specialist. So around that same time, I started my PhD program in 2009, and I started a new position in 2010. So I had two major life transitions going on at the same time, but it was very exciting. So a little bit about my why. You may be wondering why I started Forever Wellness LLC. Well, if you take a look at these photos, you can see that there was one point in my life where I was severely overweight. Yes, I was lost in a world, in a sea of, I didn't understand food and how it impacted my body or my health. And like many, I was eating the standard American diet. But I like to refer to what I was doing as the standard American diet on steroids, because I live in the deep south. I'm a native of the Mississippi Delta. And here we eat soul food. That was the culture I understood, I grew up in, so I didn't know any different. But I later found out, because of my medical diagnosis, that that wasn't a good lifestyle for me. You see, I was diagnosed with diabetes and high blood pressure. I was aching all of the time, and I was just really low in my life, in my vitality. And I knew that I needed to do something, but I had no idea what I was carrying around in spite of the diet and the lifestyle that I was living. So with this excess weight, I said that I was over 300 pounds because I stopped weighing on the scale. That number was depressing. I did not want to see it, and I did not want to accept that reality, but my body was telling me that I needed to change. And my mental and emotional state was telling me that I needed to change. So after being diagnosed with diabetes and high blood pressure, I decided it's time to do something. So I like to say I was scared straight. I was scared into the health and wellness industry. That diagnosis was a turning point for me. I began to read everything I could get my hands on that was related to my illness or my disease, however you want to categorize it. And I wanted to know what I could do to turn this around. I believe I wasn't born this way, so there must be something I can do to correct it. That's just what I thought. So I began to read all of the literature I can get my hands on related to diabetes, high blood pressure, chronic illness, diet, you name it, I read it. And over the course of the years, I figured out something that worked for me. I figured out how to develop my own personal blueprint that would get me on track and lead me down the road of optimal health and wellness. Well, as you can see in the photo, I am no longer the over 300-pound young lady anymore. I am experiencing a life of vitality. I feel great. I am confident that I have a plan that addresses my health and wellness concerns and is leading me to a life of longevity and fulfillment. So that is why I started my business, Forever Wellness, because I had a need. And not only did I have a need, I also saw a need in my own immediate community. And the more I began to explore, travel, and meet others, I saw that there was also a global need. Obesity and chronic illnesses are taking over globally. So I wanted to become a change agent, not just for myself, but for others as well. And that is why I started Forever Wellness. So my business name is Forever Wellness LLC. As I said, it was created to meet a need, and I serve women who are in their 40s and 60s. They have tried everything. They have gone through all of the diet choices, and nothing has really worked for them. They are exhausted with all of the information that's available in this modern technology-driven society. And frankly, many are afraid because they feel like genetics, like myself, they feel like genetics is determining how they will live out the rest of their days, that they are just consumed and that this is the way that they're going to have to live with dealing with the disease that they may not be able to control or even may be able to go into remission, whatever the case may be, because there is an option for us all, and there's a course that we all can take that can help us to improve our health, but many of us just need a little bit of assistance to figure out what that specific blueprint is that we need to implement into our life in order to get us to where we want to be. So if you are interested in Forever Wellness, here are the products and services that I have to offer. For those who need to gather a little bit more information, get to know me a little bit better, and ask questions if you want to in private, I do have a free 30-minute discovery call. Of course, you have to schedule this by appointment. So if you would like an appointment, please feel free to email me. I will provide my email address and my contact information slide. I also offer a monthly virtual membership. In this, you get shopping tours experience, you get pantry makeover experience, you get meal suggestion guides, you get food preparation videos, you also get recipe guides, and so much more. This monthly membership is chock full of information. I do believe, and my mission is to educate, to empower through awareness, and to help you create a blueprint that creates an action plan for you that helps you reach optimal health and wellness. After all, that is your goal. So I encourage each of you, if you really want to make the most of our experience together, this monthly virtual membership is priceless. I also offer individual coaching, and I also offer alternative medicine supplements. I don't know about you, but as a young woman going to the doctor dealing with my disease diagnosis, I decided that I was not going to be the person walking in with a Kroger sack full of pharmaceutical drugs. I did not want to become a walking pharmacy. And at that point, I decided that while I was not going to become non-compliant, I wanted to seek some alternative methods to address my health and wellness issues. And I began to research the world of herbs and natural alternative supplements. And therefore, I share these options with my coaching clients and with my monthly virtual membership community. So that's one of the methods that I use in my coaching practice. It is centered around a holistic approach. I do believe that there are four pillars of health that we must address, and they are what I call lean: lifestyle, education, attitude, and nutrition. And you get all of that, and you get knowledge to address all of that when you work with me in my coaching practice. There's no need to feel frustrated anymore. There's no need to feel overwhelmed anymore. There's no need to wonder what I'm going to eat. How do I cook these healthy, nutritious, tasty meals? I take all of that guesswork out of it for you. So, my question is, are you ready? I would love to connect with you and talk through your goals, and we work out a plan, create a blueprint just for you. So, where to find me? If you want to email me directly, you can email me at drfeliciafoster@gmail.com. You can also visit my website. If you're interested in taking a look at the online courses, you can visit me on Teachable as well. If you register on Teachable, you will have access to my monthly newsletters and you will receive the blog. So that is a great place to start if you want to get some educational materials and stay connected with me, as I do provide updates on information as I cipher through the research. I do believe in staying current on what is available in the world of health and wellness. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. I am so delighted to share with you today, and I really, really, really look forward to meeting some of you outside of this expo. Again, I am Dr. Phelesia Foster with Forever Wellness, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this Public Health Virtual Expo. I am sure there's a wealth of information that will be shared with you today, and you will walk away feeling empowered. Remember, we are here to educate, we are here to empower through wellness, through awareness, and we are here to help you create an action plan just for you. Thank you so much for allowing me to share. Enjoy the rest of the expo.